Time to get the weekend started with Friday Night Baseball from Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. Stay tuned for Cardinals baseball next. Carlos Martinez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it's hard to have all four of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
In now is John Jay. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
For the Cubs, center fielder, John Jay.
A little late on the fastball here as this is bounced foul just off to the left. Strike 1. And Harold, we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Well, this is one of those games you get excited for. You're playing well, you're back home, it's game 1 of a homestand, and you just want to get that momentum of playing so well and continue it right here at home.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Matty, this offense really needs some improvement from Kyle Schwarber. I thought they might get a lot more production out of him this year, but I look at the numbers with runners in scoring position, and his batting average is less than .250 in those spots. If you're a guy expected to drive in runs, you're going to have to hit a lot better than that.
Here's Jason Hayward now. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez: 7 hits in 20 at-bats. Into the windup and the pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. Game time temperature here an even 60 degrees. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Now, Matt, I'm telling you, I watch Ricky Holiday call games. I start thinking about hockey. Top shelf. That's him. He's going to call everything up in the zone. Top shelf Ricky.
1-2 now.
I don't know about you, Matt, but that pitch right there, that 2-seam fastball, that tells me he might have a pretty good night. It's setting up a lot of things that could be important to his success.
1-2. Here it comes. Sliced hard on the ground. Picked up by Peralta. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He's not among the league leaders in home runs, but his total does top this ball club. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys? Man, you get great results. 2 quick outs, and now he's 0-2 on this hitter.
Here's the 0-2. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. It's the Cubs nothing. Cards coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Brett Anderson gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, I think the key for him is going to be locating strikes and forcing soft contact. He doesn't have dominant stuff compared to some other guys, but if he executes, he can still be very effective. We'll see how he does.
Digging in the switch hitter, Dexter Fowler, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Well, Harold, as we take a look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Well, you're playing good ball right now, and you know all day long, oh, they're bringing their ace, huh? Okay, that's okay. We're playing good right now. We'll match up with him. Okay. That's how you feel when you know you're playing good and you're facing their ace.
Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Yeah, you know you have to be really careful with Daddy Longlegs himself, Dexter Fowler. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
Here's the first pitch now from Anderson. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there, but it means more than just a nice base hit. The leadoff guy didn't get going, but now here comes the thunder with a man on base. This is when big innings happen.
In now, Matt Carpenter. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Back goes Jay, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Two-run shot to straightaway center. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Batting fourth, third.
Here's Johnny Peralta now.
Johnny Peralta.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
That ball's way out of the zone. He's got to set the side slower. You're looking fastball. I like that, but make him get the ball down. They'll never catch up to it up there.
Soft liner to the right side, and this will be put away easily for the out.
Batting fifth, catcher, Yadier Molina.
Ready now, Yadier Molina, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. For his career in this matchup, 1 for 5. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. 2-out success means Randall Grichuk will bat this inning.
Well, that's a line drive to left field on a ball that was right down the middle. I know it's early in the game, and sometimes hitters will tell you what a pitcher has. If he doesn't start to put that ball in the corners, it's going to be a short game for him.
Here's Randall Grichuk. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. He's set. Here comes the 1-1 down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. 2 out with the man at first. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More ahead from St. Louis right after this. Now at the plate, Anthony Rizzo. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Circle change is cut on and missed. 0-1.
Oh, that was a nice pitch. A changeup first pitch. Hitter was aggressive. Swung right through it. That's how you get that first pitch strike, by throwing a changeup if you have an aggressive hitter.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
All right, here's how the Cards line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And today's starters leading the National League in strikeouts. Now, very difficult to defend behind. Think about it. You're out there, you're getting ready, you're running in the outfield, and you hear the glove out there. Pow, pow. You're thinking, uh-oh, how is he going to strike out today? Am I going to get a ground ball? You better pay attention, because that's when the ball's hit to you, and you make an error. Lock in.
Digging in, Kyle Schwarber. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. The 0-1 on its way. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez, 0 for 7. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
Ready on 1-2. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Here's a high pop-up. Peralta is there for it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. And now a pitch on the way. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
The difference maker in this outing than others is the two-seamer. He's doing whatever he wants to do with that ball. It's moving all over the place.
The windup and the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
And a slider. Called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're still down. It's 2-0. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s.
Stephen Piscotty.
Here's the first pitch to him. Drilled down the line. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit.
Well, that base hit right there gives him 9-game hitting streak.
Second baseman, ShodIcon.
At the plate, Jed Jerko. His career numbers in this matchup, 1 for 3. He also has 1 home run. First pitch coming. Here it is. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0.
Well, this second inning is not starting out any better than the first was. He just might not have it in this one.
Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. And he'll get back in safely. Nobody out, runner on first. Hard ground ball to third. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
This is a hot ball club. After having a big first inning, they come back with back-to-back singles in the second. I wouldn't want to be pitching these guys right now.
Into the box, Carlos Martinez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Swinging a soft liner, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Let's take a look at the Cubbies defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And at first base, Anthony Rizzo. Another one of those guys that can pick the ball out of the dirt for you. But I love the fact he's aggressive, and he'll make that throw to home, he'll throw it to second, and he'll even dive in the stands for you if he needs to.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dexter Fowler. 0 for 1 here in the early going. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees. Ball 1. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Ground ball left side. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Well, that one's going to load the bases up. They held the runner up. They're really looking for a big inning right here, trying to get a big strike out of the next two hitters coming up.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. In to score the runner from third. And they'll hold that runner at third, so everyone moves up, and they remain loaded here with still only one gone.
Man, he turned on that fastball right there. Ripped the line drive and scored the run easy.
Here's Matt Carpenter. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Bases are loaded with only one out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. That misses. 1-2.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Again, a 1-2. And a swing and a miss, so the NL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, and there are 2 gone. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Johnny Peralta, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. And a big hit here with the bases loaded could really put this one out of reach early on. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 0-2 delivery. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. 1 run is scored.
Well, he really picked his teammate up right there with 2 outs and following a strikeout to get the base hit and drive a run in. That is really a special feeling, but man, he really lifted his team up with that.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. 2 out, bases loaded. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
We can't hear it from here, obviously, but I think someone in the dugout just yelled, "Wear it," because that could have been a run.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Zobrist ranging into the outfield, and that retires the side. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. Cards lead it 4-0. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. And here's a ball hit in the air. Under it now, Jerko for the first out. And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Striding into the box, Brett Anderson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he offers at the circle change and misses 0-1.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Here's Addison Russell. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. Comes in with 6 hits in 21 at-bats. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Piscotty is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Cubs are down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Striding in once again, Randall Grichuk. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Randall Grichuk.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, he had a rough first 2 innings. You know what? He was in the dugout, though, talking to the pitching coach. I'm sure they had to make some kind of adjustments or maybe talked himself back into the game, because here he is for the 3rd inning. Let's see what happens with that conversation.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Takes this the other way to right, but this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Ready for another chance? Stephen Piscotty. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him, as the lead for the Cardinals opens up now to 5-0.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
The batter,
here's
number
Jed
3,
Jerko now.
second baseman, Jed Jerko.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Carlos Martinez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. The 0-1 on its way. Hit down the third base line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. 2 out, nobody on. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. But the Cards add on just a bit, courtesy of this solo home run. We're through 3 here in the Gateway City. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Cubs nothing. In now is John Jay. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here's the first pitch to him. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Here we are in the middle innings, Matt, and he's over 80% first pitch strikes on hitters. You wonder why he's dominating right now. That's a great ratio, getting ahead and getting them out.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Called strike over the outside part of the plate.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but you know what? He looked at the first 2 pitches, but they're different pitches, both down. Good pitchers' pitches. Sometimes you got to tip your cap.
Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. And he struck him out.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now. Just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Circle change is cut on and missed. 0-1.
Well, they have been really aggressive swinging early in the count, early in this game, and that's twofold. You're either not going to get a high pitch count from the pitcher, which could go against you, or you're going to knock him out. We're coming right after you and being aggressive. Right now, I think they're just being aggressive.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Bounce to first. Carpenter has it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. first pitch on its way. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Now here it comes. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Cubs nothing. Here's Dexter Fowler now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Fielder, Dexter Fowler.
First pitch of the at-bat. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Now that's popped up. Zobrist is there for it. 1 out.
Up next for the Cardinals, the shortstop, Aledmys Diaz.
Digging in and looking for more. Aledmys Diaz. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Here's the first pitch now from Anderson. And a whiff at a good slider that time. 5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Over forward is Hayward, but he's going to run out of room. It's a foul ball.
Well, he got a piece of that breaking ball right there. That's the second one he's seen in a row now, and he fouled that one off. Let's see if he comes back with a third one. 3 in a row.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2 and 2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone, but I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2 and 2.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 2-2 one more time. Now this pitch is swung on and popped up, and this will also head toward the right side of the infield. Under it is Zobrist. 2 away now.
The batter, first baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Ready once again, Matt Carpenter. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Lays off 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Outside, 3-0 now. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. So So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We played 4 full. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Cubs nothing. Back here with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. Into the windup and the pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike.
Well, Matt, I'm looking at that 0-1 pitch right there, and I'm thinking he got lucky. I mean, that ball down and in, that's right in his wheelhouse. Some guys, that's a good spot. For him, that is not a good place to flirt around with. I wouldn't do it again.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now here it comes. Swing and a line drive, but this is a foul ball.
Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, follow up with the fastball, and he's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup.
Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there, he's sitting in second place in the National League in that department. Digging in to try it again, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Hey, one of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get a hitter to move his feet a little bit.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Here's Ben Zobrist now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground, but this will land untouched. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, Matt, he's in some kind of groove, and they better get something working because he is 1 pitch away from throwing 5 shutout innings. Talk about dominant work so far.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he lays out, but he can't make the play. We'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Mike Montgomery is going to take over here in inning number 5, so it'll be a bullpen game from here on out.
Montgomery.
Here's Johnny Peralta now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Third baseman, Johnny Peralta.
And a ball 1-0. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. Waiting on deck, there's Yadi Molina. Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. His head-to-head history with Montgomery, and he's gone 3 for 4. Here's the first pitch to him. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. For Peralta, he stands at second with his 13th double of the year. 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. The 0-1 on its way. Towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Now batting, left fielder, Randall Grichuk.
Here's Randall Grichuk. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. Runner at second here with 1 man out. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And that's off the left field wall. Peralta rounds third and is digging for the plate. And a relay to the plate. And now they've got the runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home. And he is out, retreating to third as they slap the tag on him.
The batter,
trying to pick things up where he left off. Stephen Piscotty. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. From the belt, the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And Hayward will make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilson Contreras. He'll match up with Carlos Martinez to lead off the inning. Into the windup and the pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked. Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Grounded down the third baseline. throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Hey, when the guy on the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
Tommy La Stella will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Hit hard down the line. In there for extra bases, and there goes the perfect game. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll pull into second with one away.
That was some great situational hitting there after surveying the field to see what the defense was giving him. The third baseman was well off the line, and he had no chance to make a play as he sprays it down the left field line for a 2-bagger.
Here's Addison Russell as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Let's go, Cardinals.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. The run scores from second. That makes it a 5-1 contest.
Oh, the changeup executed nicely, and he still got a ground ball. They got the base hit. He got his ground ball. He did everything he wanted to do. Sometimes it just doesn't work out for you.
Into the box now, John Jay, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. No hits to this point. Hard hit toward the hole. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Well, that's the 6th game he's hit in. He's swinging about pretty good now. That's a 6-game streak. You got to start somewhere. Pay attention, people. He's getting hot.
Digging in to try it again, Jason Hayward. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. He's set, and the pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike.
That's a good pitch right there. Now he's ahead in the count. You got the hitter back on his heels a little bit. Even though it's a tough situation, you know you're going to have to use all your pitches to pitch out of it.
Let's get two here.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The 0-2 once more. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Ready once again, Chris Bryant. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here comes the first pitch. A changeup floats outside here for ball one.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
2 down, runners at first and second. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
1-2, here it comes. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Cubs 1. Ryan Williams will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Ryan Williams.
Here's Jed Jerko now. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Second baseman, Jed Jerko.
Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. 2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Another 0-2 coming. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Contreras recovers, and the throw is there to record the first out.
The pitcher, number
Digging
18,
in once again, Carlos Martinez getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. This one's down to third. Bryant's got it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Ready for another shot now. Dexter Fowler. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Into the windup and the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
And he offers at the circle change and misses 0-1.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's going to land foul.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Standing in, Kyle Schwarber. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
Strike him out.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And another foul ball. The next 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. The 1-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Piscotty's there for it. And that's the second out of the inning.
The second baseman, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Now at the plate, Ben Zobrist. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball.
Got him right where you want.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to Carpenter, gets him, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They're down here 5-1.
7th inning stretch.
And that'll bring up Aledmus
Leading
Diaz.
off for St. Louis.
We'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Aledmus Diaz.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. First pitch on its way. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Well, he was clearly looking for a fastball right there, and that slider got right to him and went whoop, slid to the side, and as a result, you got an ugly swing and miss.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Aledmus Diaz is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Matt Carpenter will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Here's the first pitch to him. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Hayward giving chase. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Johnny.
Here's Johnny Peralta now. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Clearly, they're not trying to give him anything to hit, are they? I mean, everything's away, but he's sitting 2-0. Let's see if he extends and maybe looks outside to drive something.
The 2-0 on the way. A weak chopper up the line. That winds up foul. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Russell has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're up 5-1.
Your attention, please.
So a new pitcher coming on now, and the call's gone out for the big guy, right-hander Jonathan Broxton. Here's the young catcher Wilson Contreras. Head-to-head history against Jonathan Broxton. He's 1 for 2. This is line to left. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
He was sitting on that fastball. You can't tell me he wasn't. First pitch fastball, and he turned on it like that. Nice job.
Javier Baez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 9, Javier Baez.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. He'll enter play with that batting average, still shy of the 220 mark. 1 home run, 10 RBIs. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Leaves a slider right over the middle. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Hit to first. To second for 1, and that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Coming on as a pinch hitter is a tough spot to be in, but that's the last thing you want to do when your skipper calls on you. Not going to be happy about that.
Here's Addison Russell, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Grounded to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. They're down 5-1. Carl Edwards Jr. is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Carl Edwards Jr.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Yadier Molina.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
fly ball out to straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. He's got it one away.
Now batting, left fielder, Randall Grichuk.
Here's Randall Grichuk. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
That curveball just froze him. That's one of those big curveballs you're expecting to go start at you like this one did and break all the way down to the bottom of the plate. But this one didn't get that big break away, and it froze him.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayward has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Stepping in, Stephen Piscotty. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Hayward coming on. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Nice shot of downtown St. Louis as we're set for the 9th inning here from Busch Stadium. In now is John Jay. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Head-to-head history against Jonathan Broxton. He's 2 for 4. 1-0 count. Here it is. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Look into Molina. Now the 1-1. Little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Grichuk will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1.
Up next for the Cubs, right fielder.
I want to remind you folks that coming up after the ball game, comprehensive highlights from the contest tonight as we look back on all the action right here on the show.
Here's Jason Hayward now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch on its way. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Swings through it for strike number 2.
That's a great pitch right there. A fastball low and away right on the knees on the corner. That's why you get a late swing right there. Really impressive.
Sliders, strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Here's Chris Bryant now. So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The 0-1 delivery. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Another one sent foul. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And he'll make the catch here to end it. And the Cardinals have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
Tonight's game comes to an end. 5-1 the final score. Carlos Martinez earns win number 7 on the season, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Brett Anderson was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Cubs, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. The winning pitcher is Carlos Martinez. His record is now 7-0. The loss goes to Brett Anderson. He falls to 2-3.
Here's the 0-1. This is going to be a tough play. Bryant, the Cubs win the